No one told us any different. Let me very quickly, just before I forget, actually add Unlimited Rageworks to the donation list, because I would feel bad if I forgot after. Perfect, that should be fixed when we come back out. Alright, so. To the bottom right hand side. It's going to be our blue Zerg player from Storm Gaming. Let's see it for true. And to the upper left is going to be our red Terran player. It is going to be TANGTANG. So, just going to go straight into this, which is nice. And then the winner of this plays against Sulky. And then the winner of that gets a chance against Keen in the grand finals of this qualifier. So 2 more best of 3s and a best of 5 to go. And as we set up into this, again, just, I believe game number 1. No one said anything, so let's just assume game number 1. And let's see what's going to happen. Lots of TVZ here today, actually, in this bracket, as we do have someone. Is this, Take TV lagging out? I was going to type a mill to begin with, but, Tick TV is dropping, as actually going to come back into this. Looks as though I'm going to be okay to continue, just a bit of a glitch on the PC. Drew says torrent. I don't know what he means with that, but he's going to be just questioning that. Someone in the chat asking, is BKIMSE says, will there be replays released? I don't know if HomeStory Cup will release. We don't know if HomeStory Cup will be will release these replays necessarily themselves, but I'm allowed to release them myself to my subs. I think so. I'll be putting out these replays tomorrow night, actually, at the end of April. There's going to be a full replay pack of all of these matches and more in the replay pack, so that goes out to subs, donators, and patrons. Classic sellout move. I think the admin is maybe AFK, is not actually at the keyboard or something. There we go. Now he's left. Naruto probably just shouting at him, just being like, "What the heck are you doing, man? Get away! Go away!" All right, so I'm gonna be seeing this Reaper coming across the map to begin the harassment. Again, lots of TVs. Before we had that lag out, we were just saying, there's been a lot of TVZ today. There's been a lot of TVZ today, actually, which is always nice. Let me just update the title very quickly, too. I forgot to update that. But there's been lots of TVZ today, which is good. I like TVZ, personally. It's my favourite matchup. Don't know about you guys in the chat, but always feels one of the funnest to watch, especially nowadays that we have Mutilating Bane kind of as the standard go-to once again. It's a lot funner. Although it's still nice to see kind of the differences in builds and kind of different compositions. That's kind of a variety which we've never really had in TVT, kind of in the past expansions. TVZ. We've always seen kind of Mutilating Bane being kind of the go-to against some kind of bio mine or bio tank, or sometimes even pure bio. But nowadays, it is kind of a big mix-up of kind of do you play Mutilating Bane or Roach Ravager still? It's kind of interesting to see how it started off with Roach Ravager being so powerful, and then eventually all the Zergs start to realize Mutilating Bane is actually pretty good still, and that they just start to all go back into that composition. You're going to see these few lanes just moving around, looking to see what's going on, what is happening. There's them few Zerglings from True, just going to be moving up through the middle of the map. A single Zergling going to jump onto the Reaper here on the high ground. That's actually pretty nice positioning from True with the Lings on the low ground ready to grid it. And he is going to eventually corner this Reaper and does kill it off. So True getting the kill there. True going into his third hatchery as well right now. As TANGTANG going to load up that Widow Mine and those Marines. Tank follow up. And we'll see if he's going to go for a similar build to what we've been seeing all day long here basically in TVZs, as he also has extra couple of barracks. There's a couple of racks being added on as we see this drop coming across the map from TANGTANG here. Going to be heading in towards the main base as this bunker going to finish up and be repaired. Nothing in it just yet, which is obviously problematic. So these Marias, these Zerglings Just going to force a few SCVs on the line, off the line. There's a tank coming out. We'll be able to turn this away. Maybe didn't need a siege up necessarily. Just get a couple of kills. As this medevac not finding anywhere to unload and get damage done just yet. As we're going to be seeing the Marines just going to start working their way against these drones behind this natural mineral line. Dark Ones, thank you very much for your donation. As always, I'll read your message out after this game. I can't quite see how much it is. As I'm going to see these Marines just unloading and just trying to trade here with these Zerglings as medevac. Just moving around, we're going to see the medevac being pushed away. Okay, sorry. I should have said the donation now. So thank you very much, Dark Ones, for your 50 what? $50 donation. Can we get some STI hearts in the chat, please, for Dark Ones? And again, as I said, I'll read your message out after this game. That was a bit of a better time to say that rather than what I said before. TANGTANG is going for a 2-base all-in, or very heavy 2-base pressure. Single engineering bay, 5 barracks here very early, no sign of a third CC. And he's going to go into, well, tanks are the most common way to do this, but he might play Widow Mines as well. Let's see what add-on he builds with the factory, basically. And it's just going to actually be a Hellion he's building. Okay, well, that's a little bit different. That's completely different, actually. That's something we barely ever see at all. As we're going to see an SCV coming down. I'm just going to be saturating on this gold base over here. As TANGTANG is going to have a few Marines up, and I'm going to see a Zerglings just coming across the map from True. Just keeping a little bit of map control, keeping an eye on anything moving up, watching for third base. Obviously, he hasn't really seen much of the main, so he doesn't know that this is no 3CC. He doesn't know yet that this is a 2-base 5-racks build. Just yet, at least. So, I mean, he'll get there eventually. There's some Marines, there's a couple of Marauders, and a Siege Tank and a Hellion all moving out. You're going to see a Zergling being picked away out there pretty swiftly. Some more Zerglings all joining up together. Over on this side, we're going to see some Banelings starting to morph in as well. So some Banes morphing in. True just getting set ready to go. Big run by setting up for him. And that's going to be, I mean, one or two things. It's either going to be able to pick off a lot of workers and so on, or he's going to be able to just stop reinforcements quite heavily here. So he's actually going to get a couple of reinforcements already. This won't get taking damage. Depots will take damage too. Big push from TANGTANG though, obviously moving forwards. As he's about to get +1. Combat shield's about to kick in too. No Bane speed currently for True. And so these Banelings, well, they're not connecting very quickly or very effectively at all. Although you just get a lot down there to the south side. Marines and Marauders just going to keep on perking their way for resilience. But these Lings counterattacking. They're going to supply block TANGTANG, and now TANGTANG can't really make anything else. These Lings going to go into the mineral line as well, and TANGTANG just is not dealing with this run by at all. Now he's going to start coming in and doing something about it. There's some more reinforcements finally. But they've been a very long time coming as True will come in once again. He just has way too much, and TANGTANG obviously not getting very much done here at the start, and only on, 2 bases. Kind of means that he is not really got much chance to recover from this kind of failed attack either. This attack had to get damage done for him, but it hasn't. And so now he's in a lot of trouble as True has an extra armor upgrade over his opponent as well. More Lings, more Banes on the way. And we're just going to be seeing here, well, TANGTANG cancels one Bane and kills another. And we'll continue to push on forwards, but True just has so much. He runs on in here. Still no Bane speed. That's halfway done now. And that's True. Comes in. He's going to... Well, actually, TANGTANG doing a lot better job than I thought he would. Some more Zerglings, a few more Banelings needed here, actually. True. I'm having a little bit of difficulty cleaning this up. A lot of medevacs in the sky. That Baneling speed really hurting more than anything, I think. Just stopping these units from being caught there. We're going to be seeing the Lings and Banes just going to be pushed away. Well, just pushing away this army through the center. GG, TANGTANG's going to tap out. He knows there's actually a run by into his natural main once again as well. He knows he's got no real chance to recover from this. As we go into game number 2 right now of this best of 3 series. It is currently 1-0 lead for our blue Zerg player to top right hand corner from Psystorm Gaming. He's in the losers bracket because he fell down. He kind of fell to Max said earlier. To the upper right hand side. It's going to be our blue Zerg. Let's hear it, guys. If you're cheering on, True. To the bottom left is going to be our red Terran player. Let's see if you're cheering on TANGTANG. So, as we enter this TVZ, Dusk Towers is obviously one of these maps where we're expecting maybe a little bit of a longer game between these players. A little bit of a longer one. Just expecting people to kind of go into the longer stages here. Going to later stages. Such a hard map to attack on. Pretty much one single attack pathway on the ground, which is kind of through the center, so it can be very difficult to push into someone who's just defending on 4 bases, who's in a big defensive setup. Of course, you can drop and do all the usual, but again, this is the map where 9 times out of 10, well, maybe not 9 times out of 10, but about 75% of the time we see the TVZs, as long as the players are evenly matched, going in towards the later stages. Now, sometimes players change it up, and they do throw in a lot of aggression early on. We've seen Nidus actually, one of the builds that used to be very popular on this map used to be Nidus Network, and kind of a fast Nidus and so on. But of course, that has fallen out of popularity just in general. As we see this SCV coming up here, and just going to be having a look around to see what's going on as this SCV. Just checking the natural, seeing what's going on. I'm just going to be seeing a SCV moving around to look to see what's going on, obviously, but not really a lot from True. I mean, he's not even really manning any further gas. He's pulled out completely. So only using the speed here early. He's just going to be looking to expand into that third base nice and early on. So nothing really crazy at all. TANGTANG sees this as well. Coming back in with this SCV allows him to see that there's no gas coming. There's no gas being mined as he goes into himself a very, very, very fast third CC build. Second gas or double gas coming down in the main base here for TANGTANG 2. Just setting this up and ready to go. Let's check something quick, guys. Okay, good. Alright, so yeah, yeah, 3CC coming down very quickly for TANGTANG. So looking for a big, big economy in the early stages, and well, if True's not mining any further gas, obviously he's looking to do pretty much the same as well. So that's what we're pretty much seeing right now. So 3CC, free hatch, big macro game on the way up. And we'll see what players build into. I mean, from TANGTANG, he's just going to be added on barracks. It's going to go into a big bio play here initially. As you see, the couple of Marines just coming over to the right-hand side. Just looking to kind of spread out. I mean, just kind of catch an overlord maybe. Look to see what's going on. I'm just going to see. Oh, there. Just catch an overlord as it comes in. Overlord going to see these barracks up. We're going to see Stim. Doesn't see the free CC yet. I mean, even as a free CC build, it's kind of even as a free CC build. I mean, double engineering base now down racks. The kind of lack of a factory is still very interesting, you know. So lack of a factory is somewhat interesting here right now. As we're going to have the scan coming in. I'm just going to be seeing a couple of more Evo chambers being dropped down. So a couple of Evo chambers coming down, and just a few drones up towards the upper right hand side. Going to start mining away up here. And yeah, so upgrades a little bit in the lead for TANGTANG. True's aren't going to be too far behind though. His own double Evo on the way down, going into upgrades before Lair or anything else. So not looking to rush into Aspire, not looking to rush into anything on this. Cool. Slow standard start. Not really a lot going on in this game just yet. I mean, a few more racks coming down from TANGTANG again. I mean, just going into his kind of free base production, getting that set up. His factory is very late still, so just going to be, yeah. I mean, you got going to be a factory coming down in the starport. Maybe looking to drop down as well, obviously. So yeah, I mean, just getting up into his production, basically. Lots and lots of racks. 5 extra racks is going to be, what, 8 in total? So maybe we don't see any kind of factory-based production. Maybe just medevacs and mass bio. We've been seeing that a little bit here and there recently in the TVZ. And as we see a couple of SCVs just pulling away. Single line of creep tubers just coming out the middle of the map. Kind of weird not to see the creep kind of spreading over in this direction towards the 4th. In fact, that might kind of cost True a little bit later on. Not having creep spreading out towards that 4th base because, just sort of, yeah, just, not having the creep spread on this right-hand side can be very painful just in this general area. I mean, obviously, this sort of area and this sort of area is very important just to kind of get a bit of a pre-warning about any kind of drop play or any kind of attack coming in towards that 4th. So, yeah, just may regret that a little bit later, but we'll see here soon. As True just gonna look to resume now. So just a quick pause from him. I just wonder why he's gonna start spreading his group to the right hand side now. But I just wonder. I mean, I guess it's just because he only ever built like enough queens to realistically inject, so he didn't go overboard on the queens at all. So his creep spread's still good, but it's just not that many creep tubers. As we do have a few more Banelings on the way up. I'm just gonna see Infestation Pit dropping down as well. +1/+1 then finishing for True, and 2-2 starting. So both players still fairly similar on upgrades. A slight lead for TANGTANG, but nothing too major at all. As we see the Infestation Pit is on the way up as well, as I mentioned before. So very fast Hive tech coming in from True. He's not going to mess around at all in terms of going into mutas or anything. He's just going to go straight to Hive, straight to Ultras of this Ling Bane. Creeptune again picked away at, and a little bit of a split coming in right now for TANGTANG, getting ready to maybe push up through the center of this map. Big run by BO3 though, and well, this is what killed TANGTANG in the last game, really, the run by is time after time. However, right now, I mean, hey, well, it's basically the same. True, just doing a lot of damage, and TANGTANG just not really having a response to this, actually pulling his entire army back, as he is just going into kind of pure bio production. The factory not even got an add-on on it. It's just pure bio here, as he looks to probably just hit a 2-2 time and then just sort of, well, end the game before Hive Tech kicks in is probably his main goal. But obviously losing a little bit already from these Zerglings running by is not ideal. We're going to see more Lings and some Banes actually morphing into this top side now as well. So another attack, counter-attack, setting up ready in just a moment or two. And that's true. TANGTANG's just going to go attack once again. I mean, he doesn't want to miss his 2-2 timing. I mean, he's got, what, 20 seconds to go? How much is about kicking as well, so everything lined up for TANGTANG, but he's got to deal with this counter-attack once again. Reinforcements, or just maybe SCV is going to go down. TANGTANG does see this, as he's actually pulling back with Marines already, but oh my god, the Banelings connect heavily at the front already as well, and True takes a lot of damage. Oh, sorry, TANGTANG takes a lot of damage as True does so much here. Streaming on in with Zerglings now, he's just got so much. And he's at the same time forcing this first CC to lift the CC on fire over here. TANGTANG just not able to keep up with True at all. There's a few more Banelings roll forwards. They're going to clean on out. I mean, that should just be that, right? I mean, TANGTANG is 50 supply down. He's hurting. I mean, True just did all of this with an upgrade deficit. Now his upgrades are going to finish up. He's going to be even upgrades. He's got a Ultra's cabin. He's got his Ultra switch on the way in. As these well, Banelings are going to start being target fired down. A couple of them connecting on the edges. There's another big connection there. More Banelings on the way in too, and True knows he's got enough to just kind of make this happen. He rolls up the ramp, actually hitting onto the barracks, which isn't ideal. As these Marines are going to try and just step away from them. Lings, more Lings on the way. In fact, already a lot of Lings on the way, already over on this side of the map. Marines are unloading the high ground, but I mean, again, he's lost his third CC. At this point, True just needs a few more Banes. Might just be saving him for Ultras as well. His Ultra Cavern just finished. Kindness Platoon needs to start too, but I mean, he's in a position where he can just go into his later game tech here as well, so True just can play like Mastering Bane and just sort of going from there, just taking the engagements he needs. And well, here we are. I'm apparently going to look at our EPM. I always do that. I always press something which accidentally brings up the EPM tab. I think it's when I'm trying to press Ctrl-Shift-F and I just slightly miss it or something. These Marines still just moving around, and again, a few Zerglings on the way out, a couple of Ultras, Katniss playing Adrenal Glands too. I mean, truly, there's just nothing here, realistically, that can help TANGTANG out enough. I don't think there is. Marines and Medivacs moving towards the upper right-hand side. Banen's going to finish morphing in. As you're going to see, these Lings just coming towards, just joined up together. Ultras out as well. I mean, TANGTANG basically one last push, right? I mean, rallying everything he has across the map. He's got to try, but it just doesn't look hopeful at all. It looks as though True is going to be playing against Sulky. First ZvZ of the day. Well, we did a pretty good job, and at least we can have a ZvT finals. There will be a ZvZ True Sulky. Will be our next match, and that'll be the loser bracket final. Winner will play Keen in that winner bracket final to qualify for HomeStory Cup as well. So, as TANGTANG loses his army, he's trying to start himself away. I mean, he knows it's over. He just wants to stick around, have some fun microing. We're going to see some more Lings and Banes just continue to come on in, just continue to trade here. GG, TANGTANG taps out of the game, and that is going to be True, taking a 2-0.